Welcome back, everybody. I hope you guys are having a fantastic day today. And today we're going to be talking about Exegol and if it is possibly a Starforge. If you guys want to see more Star Wars and related content in the future, definitely hit that subscribe button. So in The Rise of Skywalker, we see Emperor Palpatine conjure up an entire fleet of Star Destroyers from the depths of Exegol. How was he able to amass an entire navy bigger than any we've ever seen before in only 30 years? We see the strength of the Dark Lord when he raises all the ships into the sky, but he alone cannot make thousands of ships. So how did he do it? Is the planet of Exegol a new Starforge? Well, what is a Starforge? In Legends, it was a giant automated shipyard designed to create the most powerful armies of all time. It was constructed in the Leyhan system by the Rakatan Infinite Empire around 30,000 BBY. It drew energy and matter from a nearby star, and when combined with the power of the Force, it was capable of creating an endless supply of ships, droids, and other war materials. The Rakata were a cruel and savage species by nature, and the Starforge began feeding off their negative traits, resulting in it becoming an immense tool for the dark side. It would eventually corrupt the Rakata in order to regain their power, resulting in the collapse of their empire. It would become a semi-living superweapon consumed by the dark side, feeding off the Force, just like Darth Nihilus. Does it make sense for Exegol to be a Starforge? From the overview shot of the planet, there is not a megastructure hovering over it, but if we look deeper within the planet, things get interesting. The early Sith Cultists of Exegol found enormous fissures that were radiating Force energy. They attempted to excavate it, eventually reaching a point beneath the planet's surface where they uncovered a vergence in the Force. A vergence is a phenomenon of the Force. It's centered around a person, a place, or an object, such as Anakin Skywalker or the planet of Mortis. It was a place where the Force flowed freely, in a concentrated wellspring of energy that could be harnessed very easily. Did the Sith Cultists harness the power of the vergence in order to create a new machine? We have seen Lord Sidious create superstructures before. He built 2 Death Stars. Now yes, he did have the help of an entire empire, but now he has control over the Sith Cultists and a wellspring of focused Force energy. What we don't know is how many Sith Cultists there are. In the movie, we see them in an arena of some sort, waiting for Rey to become the Emperor. We can assume that there are at least a few thousand of them just in that room. We saw the massive citadel that they are in, and if an entire place like that was being operated by the Cultists, there could be at least 100 of thousands of them. Surely enough to amass some sort of large Starforge-like structure under the planet's surface. We know it's possible for superstructures to be constructed into the cores of planets. The First Order did so with the Starkiller base. So what is stopping Lord Sidious and his cultists from building a new Starforge within the planet of Exegol? There's 2 things that I can think of: time and the knowledge of how to create such an intricate piece of living machinery. But what if he didn't have to? Could the Starforge already have existed on the planet before Palpatine arrived? The Cultists are the key to this theory, and unfortunately we do not know much about them right now. We need to look at our good old friend, Darth Bane, for some answers. Bane was one of the last powerful Sith Lords to bring destruction to the galaxy, until the rise of Tenebrous and Plagueis around the time of the prequels. Around 1000 BBY, Bane began looking for the information of Revan and Malak, traveling to the Valley of the Dark Lords on Korriban and later to the Leyhan system. During his approach to the Leyhan system, he saw the remains of the Starforge and the wreckage of the final battle. Could Bane have studied the Starforge and uncovered its secrets 3,000 years after its destruction? Like the Sith who came before him, he was interested in covering all the secrets of the dark side and gaining unlimited power to bring destruction to the Jedi and the Republic. The Starforge could have given him access to entire armies to do his fighting. Bane created the Rule of 2 to avoid the inevitable clash between power-hungry Sith who desired to rule the galaxy. With the Starforge, he could create an endless supply of droids to do the work previously done by Sith acolytes and avoid bloodshed within the ranks of an empire. Now yes, droids aren't as efficient as living beings, but a mass quantity of them could take over Jedi, as we've seen throughout the Clone Wars. Remember, never underestimate a droid. So was this Bane's plan all along, to rebuild the Starforge? But where would he do it? Where could he keep out of sight from the Jedi and the Republic? The secret hidden world of the Sith? Exegol. Who could he have built this superstructure? Those who were loyal to the Sith and were already on the planet, waiting for the return of the Sith Empire, the cultists of the Sith. The odds of Palpatine being able to construct a Starforge and amass an entire fleet so quickly, while in a deteriorated and weakened state, just don't add up. But if they were already created hundreds of years prior, we might have something. The cultists knew of the ancient Sith Lords that came before them, with the Sith Legions named after them. There's also an escarpment named after Naga Sadow as well. They've obviously been on the planet for a while and have the knowledge of all the past Sith Lords and possibly their powers. They are very knowledgeable in the ways of the Force and are able to perform dark side rituals and Sith magic to keep Sidious alive and create Snoke. It is stated that during the time of the Republic, the cultists were not Force sensitive, yet claimed to get visions and dreams of the deceased Sith. I made a whole other video last night on how powerful the Sith cultists could become, or could be, so I'll link that at the end of the video and in the description below if you guys want to get a little bit more information on that. If they were as powerful as I think, they could have created their own empire without a Sith Lord at the helm, using the Starforge. I think this would have been very interesting to see, a new type of villain in Star Wars, other than the Sith empires that we've already gotten. Now yes, they are still Sith, or Sith cultists, but they wouldn't have an all-powerful Sith Lord at the helm leading them. And it was rumored that in the new Star Wars movie coming out in 2022, that is set during the High Republic era, that Exegol will be in the film, and was discovered by a group of Jedi exploring the unknown regions. So it looks like Disney is setting up for a potential of a Starforge on the planet. The Rise of Skywalker left us with so many questions, and this is one that I want answered. If they do return to Exegol, we will most likely see the Sith Cultists, further proving this theory to possibly be correct. What else could have they been doing on the planet for 1,000 years while waiting for the return of the Sith? They would be learning as much about the Force as possible and building a new Starforge to amass the greatest army to ever exist. So what do you guys think of this theory? This was probably one of my more interesting theories, and I really did enjoy making this video. I think the possibility is very real for this to become true. But what do you guys think? Do you think Exegol is a Starforge? Let me know down in the comments section below. I would love to see this. I think it'd be very interesting to kind of have Sidious have access to a Starforge. He didn't really make the ships, because I feel like him making ships, that quickly, thousands of them in 30 years, I just don't see it happening. And I really think they should dive into the Sith Cultists. I think it'd be something very interesting to see. Something new in Star Wars. I'd really like to see that. Let me know your guys' thoughts down in the comment section below, and if you did enjoy this video, if you could hit that thumbs up button for me, as it helps spread the video out to other people and helps the channel continue to grow as well. If you guys want to see more Star Wars and nerd-related content in the future, definitely go ahead and hit that subscribe button for me, guys. I'll see you guys in the next video. I hope you guys have a great rest of your day.